One. Hello, my name is Oscar, Director of Operations.
Hello, my name is Alex. I'm the Director of Human Resources.
We've discussed some pros and cons and our recommendation about interviewing all the field directors at Plant Solutions.
We know that this restructuring process is hard, especially with 60 people and three different countries. So we made pros and cons of interviewing all these people and make sure that we will make the right decision for our company.
We want this to go as smoothly and safely as much as you do, so we'll do our best in our plan to make this process easy, simple, and secure for all of us. We'll start with the pros and cons. For the pros, there's going to be undivided attention on each director, as well as a deeper understanding of each director, as you have a personal talk with them, and to them, it was seen as a more ethical manner because they'll be greatly humbled by your appearance. You would also gain more knowledge about each director in itself, giving you standards of which you base future applicants for one of these six positions.
So some cons we thought of is interviewing 60 people is really time consuming, especially for you who is the vice president, is very busy. And also the information can be leaked. One of the interviewees can tell another interviewee what they were asked, and that could harm the interview process. And interviewing so many people is very tiring. One-on-one talks is not a very easy thing to do. So getting tired is something that will definitely happen with this many people involved. And also, when you interview so many people, some of them might be left behind, some of them might be forgotten, and only the ones at the very end might stand out to you. So it is sort of a flawed process of interviews.
Yeah, in addition to that, if you were to take notes on each individual applicant, so you can have a better memorization of each applicant's qualities, it would increase the time limit. And like and to add on into the fact of one applicant sharing information to the other one is that we can have state bias. So if us like a Washington representative had like a bias towards the California representative or director, they would share like close information and some possible tips that they could improve on in order to gain these positions. And so for our solution, we have broken the interviewers into two groups, US and Canadian and Mexican directors. Because because each directors are very experienced in their respective countries, we divided the interview process into two parts. For the Canada and Mexican interviews, since there are only 10 directors from both of these countries compared to the 15 in the US, we believe it is wise to have a one-on-one interview with the directors individually, because these directors are very important as they cover a great landmass, as well as that they only as the fact that they only have one position for this country. So it would be very wise to see the qualities and pick the right one for the respective country.
So as opposed to Canada and Mexican interview, the US has 50 people compared to the 10, which means one-on-one interviews are definitely not realistic. So what we are going to do is what we recommend is having every 50 everyone in the US interviewing or interviewees send a resume of themselves through email to you, and you can look through them and look through and see which one would be best fit for the job. And we value your time. And one-on-one interviews, as we stated earlier, will take a lot of time, which means this is an effective form of communication because you can look through the resumes in your leisurely time, and one-on-one interviews is definitely not unrealistic. So it would definitely have a better effect on you and the interviewees.
Yeah.
And also, in order to attract new talent, emails are important because the reoccurring the directors that are trying to get the position again, they already are familiar with the process. So by using email, the new talents will be able to email you their resumes, and it'll be a better opportunity for them to kind of show what they have and their experiences they had in the past.
Yeah, to further add on, you could also sift through the menu of resumes that the U.S. directors have to offer by kind of setting up your list of qualities that you seek for these four positions, whether it's experience-wise, maybe it's quality-wise. You could make this a list, and we could ask the directors to like include their qualities, so it'll make it easier to kind of filter out the applicants that you seek the most. In addition to the fact that we want to seek new talent, what we can do is also include how many years they've been with the company. Because even though there are directors that have like a long time or a rich history with our company of plant solutions, it would be very wise to also include new directors that have a lower amount of years in the company, but have a clear uprise in their quality of work in their respective state. And so with this, you'll be able to gain so you with this information, you can select the directors that are new and can bring new qualities as well as processes for this. And they also increase the longevity of plant solutions since they'll be able to stick with the company more than people who are looking for retirement.
And so, what does this mean for our brand? Well, as the director of human resources, having ethical interviews is very important. This Having ethical interviews is what attracts people to want to work in our company. If we had a bad reputation for having bias, unethical interviews, that's going to hurt our reputation a lot and will hurt the company's, uh, reviews and reputation.
And concerning the matter of how we will communicate, we can communicate to information to our field offices by issuing management letters throughout the intranet, in which management can easily access individual workers quickly and securely. The resumes that are sent will be by email because we'll receive a lot of applicants. And so with this, it'll be easier to just gain them to see what they have to offer and the name attached with them. And this is much more efficient than, for example, a Zoom call, which can like take out a chunk of time and some technical errors can arise and it can overall be a pretty clunky process.
And what does human resources, my area needs to know about these interviews? Um, as I stated earlier, ethical interviews are really important. So what I need to know is when you're conducting the interviews and how you're conducting the interviews. How you're going to conduct the interview kind of sets the tone for all the rest of the interviews, and it sets the ethical standard we're going to set and how efficient and quickly you are going to go through all these interviewees. So having you let me know um, the time and how you're going to conduct them is very important for the human resource section of our company.
And to conclude, we greatly thank you for our opportunity to give us a better recommendation to help you pursue the future that you seek in plant solutions.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.